Let's talk about Blockbuster. Now, Blockbuster was a chain of movie rental places and video game places throughout the United States. The first of its kind to bring a home experience of the cinemas without leaving the couch. Blockbuster also offered membership cards that were to save you money on your purchases of maybe Ghostbusters or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Nickelodeon shows or Cartoon Network shows or cartoons, and DVDs that, well, wasn't just a click on your Roku remote back in the day because that didn't exist. No, Blockbuster was basically like going to a physical location of Roku or going to a physical location of Netflix or Redbox or Hulu or something like that. As you entered the store, there was an aroma of DVD cases and melting butter popcorn. Yes, that was the aroma that I can still smell to this day because Blockbuster still comes to mind. The aroma of plastic video coverings that smelled the store, and also with the popcorn, I can still smell it to this day. Popcorn with the plastic mixes makes a cool aroma, if you would say, but also it's what made Blockbuster what Blockbuster was. In later years, they had DVD by mail, video on demand, and in theaters, they also had their company went through cinemas as well. The company went globally in 1990s, and as the 2000s progressed, Blockbuster started to go downhill with the introduction of Netflix, Redbox, etc. Poor leadership and decline of sales from competition from Walmart, Target, etc., with their DVDs starting to go in their media sections, Blockbuster started to go downhill. Also, did I mention that the founder was David Cook, and he founded it on October 19th, 1985 in Dallas, Texas. All stores but one has closed, and that's the Bend, Oregon location. And that still remains to this day also, although they've been very skeptical of when the store is actually going to close, but hopefully that store stays forever because, well, that's the only Blockbuster left in the whole entire world. Now, personally, I didn't really have the full Blockbuster experience because I wasn't born in the 80s or the early 90s, but I did have somewhat of an experience going to Blockbuster with the Nickelodeon cases you would see, and sometimes forgetting about the rental due date. As we would go to Plattsburgh, we'd go to Kmart, go to Little Caesars, and then we'd go over to Blockbuster. It's sad to see Blockbuster all gone now, but I think the most important thing that you gotta know is that you can basically buy a Blockbuster candle, so you can have the nostalgic nostalgic sound nostalgic smell in your house. Nostalgic, or what the heck you say, smell in your house. You can still have that smell in your house, and you can come home and smell the Blockbuster video store. Now, it's sad, like I said, it's sad to see that one day the next generation, or already the next generation, doesn't know what a Blockbuster is. Just like I barely knew what a Blockbuster was, but I think Blockbuster had a chance to redeem themselves when they should have bought Netflix, but they didn't. And that's how they kind of made a lot of foolish decisions, the company of Blockbuster, and I think it just had to do with. Another thing is a lot of their stores were close to a lot of other video stores, and then they also had stores that are so close to Best Buys and Targets and Walmarts, and they never really kind of made themselves known. I mean, I don't know, they just never. I don't know, but anyway, that's Blockbuster there. Most of the stores, basically all the stores are close but one. Like I said, Bend, Oregon is the one that's still open, but I think that one's going to stay open. I think it's more like a museum of what Blockbuster was. And I think that store is going to stay open. I think the reason why that store is staying open is because it's the last Blockbuster ever. And basically one of the last movie type rental stores that there is. I mean, there is barely any of like locally owned movie stores left because like if you think about it, like a lot of them closed. You don't got Movie Stop anymore. You don't got what is it called? Movie Gallery or the other movie stores. You just or Family Video or anything like that. You just don't have those stores anymore because they're just a thing of the past. Sadly. But this is Blockbuster here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my taste on what Blockbuster was. I did a couple videos of Blockbuster before, but I wanted to do an in-depth look at Blockbuster. So, anybody else remember Blockbuster? Comment in the section below. And this is Joss's Store Museum here, Blockbuster video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.